I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here for that. I didn't come here to be harassed. Another woman says, my God, ladies, how violently are we doing this exactly? Another woman says, girl, I want to have a sore throat the next day. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Um, well, maybe this is the place for the men to be. Yeah. Yeah, this might be a good place for the men to be here. Check this woman out. What's the purpose of dating when even the nice guys suck? So I finally made it to a third date from a guy that I met on Hinge. Second date went great. Brought me flowers. We had a good time. Like, I thought everything was good. So I get a text that night, a nice message, how much he likes me, blah, blah, blah. Nothing too forward, just whatever. Then the communication all week is kind of very sparse. Like, over the whole week, we probably said 6 things to each other back and forth, which, like, I'm like, well, maybe this is more, like, it's more my speed. Like, I hate when a guy texts you every single day, all day, wanting to know what you're doing, good morning. That's kind of ridiculous, but he just figured there'd be more communication. He's like, are you going to see me this weekend? I'm like, I want to. What do you have in mind? He's like, he offers a movie, which, to me, I was like, that's weird for a third date. How are we supposed to get to know each other? But I'm like, maybe he wants to see, like, how we are just hanging out, just vibing, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm done with it, whatever. So I reply back and basically, like, I'm ready for him to come pick me up. I met him the first time in my town. The second time we met in his town, and now this time he's coming to me, and I think it's time that he picked me up, right? So I'm like, do you want us to meet there, or are you planning to pick me up? Basically, like, leaving the door open. He's like, if you're comfortable with it, I'll come pick you up. I sent him my address, great. The next day, because I told him, let me know when you're, like, on the way. The next day, he texts me at, like, 4 something and says, I plan to be to you at 6:50. And he's like, does that work for you? Great. So I go ahead and jump in the shower. I was going to wait until, like, after 5, because I thought he might be there a little later. But I'm like, since he texted me, let me just jump in the shower. I jump in the shower, start doing my makeup. It's, like, after 5:30. I start doing my hair. And then I get a text at 5:50-ish. Becca, I have to cancel. So sorry. I know this is last minute. He was like, it's unacceptable. Like, whatever. And I'm just like, no explanation of why. No, like, phone call to apologize, like, face to face, basically. No reschedule. No, like, well, I'll be there in the morning. Nothing. Just so sorry, whatever. And all I said was, okay. Because the fuck am I supposed to tell you? Which is totally fine. It's not fucking fine. Like, what a fucking fumble. Anyways, he replies back and was like, I can't apologize enough. And I'm not answering to that. What could have possibly gone wrong in an hour that you didn't know earlier in the day? I'm over it. Even the guys that I think are nice irritate me. And that's about where we are. Sometimes these men that women are calling nice are actually they're nonchalant, and they were nonchalant from the beginning. They're not good people. It's just that, oh well, he's nice to me. Might act like a jerk to everybody else, but he's nice to me.
All right. So we're going to end it there. I think what I've noticed about, human life is that I think we like to nag because we're bored. I think humans are bored. Get what I'm saying? Because she wasn't ugly, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like she can't get men. Whether you're a nice man or a mean man or like a bad guy, men still don't like that type of behavior. Men, you got to understand, men are boldly petty. We're not super petty like women, but men have to express their stage of dominance somehow. That's the whole point. That's the whole thing. So The fact that he was probably already annoyed somewhat at date 2, he didn't say it. At date 3, he was gonna make her feel a certain type of way because of how she's behaving, how she's expressing this. You don't think he probably saw the whatever, whatever app she's on, TikTok or whatever, he probably saw it. So you don't think that she didn't vocalize date number 2? So he was part of, I got you, all right, bet. Not to say that I would do the same, because I'm not that type of guy, but I get the sentiment. And like, she looked like she was 30 plus, so it's like no one's out here checking for you daily anyway. You need to appreciate what you got when you got it. And then if that's not the vibe, move on. But like I said, I'm different. Anyways, the point I'm trying to make is this. What is our purpose? Like, as a woman, when you go on dates, what is your purpose? As a man, when you go on dates, what is your purpose? You get what I'm saying? And just quick side note, the dude in the date that she's referring to, he probably already hit it already on date 2. So this is a quick side note tidbit to women. If the dude already hit it, he don't really have any more. He doesn't have a full obligation to even pursue you after that anyway. Men just don't have the emotion and pettiness in them to curve women like that. I mean, if even the ones that do women dirty, that's just their genetic nature. Most men don't really care to do no petty extra stuff unless they was raised around women. Now, for myself, like I said, I'm a bit different. Even if I don't like a woman, I will still try to see how we both can be happy by the end of the day that we leave, or end of the night that we depart from one another, because it really don't matter. Really, let's just keep it a buck on a 3-dimensional level. Once you hit like 25, if a woman really wanted to get serious, she'd have been married by the time she was 25. On God, regardless of what's going on in her life, that's the truth. When women aren't married after 25, it's because they didn't want to be married prior to that, and then time just did what time do. You feel me? When men don't get married, it's because they just don't want to. They had other plans. Whether you are like me and you have a purpose, like you're led elsewhere, or whether you're just regular and don't want to do it. Most men, purpose or not, don't really care for marriage. When I was young, I wanted to be married, but I was naive to what it would take, what it really means. It's not just the combining of a man and a woman in one home. It's below. It's the iceberg of it. The surface of it doesn't really matter. I only understood the surface level of marriage from what I saw in my household and what I thought it was in my mind. I knew it wasn't no Hollywood marriage. I knew that for a fact. I knew it wasn't no TV show stuff like that. But I did know that as I got older, God would show me in other people's lives, this is what this shit really is. Do you want this shit? I'm like, I'll pass. All pass. God, all pass. But he said, I need to cultivate you to be the best man you can be. So when you do it for me and not for yourself, you can show others the way. Because I really don't care for this marriage stuff. It's really stupid, to be honest. And it's not stupid because the order of God, woman and man, is a rightful thing. But the 3-dimensional world, the white man patriarchy, the way he done got it set up, I'm good. You can have that. I'm good. Because if you really want to play it out, I don't think people are empathetic enough to understand that this is a game. So you think I'm supposed to marry you? Let's just make it 3-dimensional, because I have a gift and God wants me to play out that gift, the story of the gift. So say I was a 3-dimensional man, no gift. I'm just working a 9 to 5. I'm already dark skinned, so the white man do not want me to compete against him. So that means I can't outshine the masters. That means I can't really make money like that, because if I make too much money, the white man gonna have to defeat me and trying to get what he got. Because that's the nature of a man. If I was white, this wouldn't even be a problem. But I'm not. So let's just say that I'm my same intellect, my same know it all, my same ambition. Let's say I get to the top. Boom. I'm going to, in order to get to that top, you got to do something weird. So either you something weird with a man, something weird with being losing your morality, meaning I got to do something sketchy, like steal or rob or kill. I don't want to do none of that. So say I get very close to the top and I'm self-made. Then you telling me I gotta marry because they gotta have a trophy wife. You gotta have a baddie. So then I gotta marry. When a woman you get to that height, you're not marrying no one genuine. You marry gold diggers and then friends of friends of friends that already did dated them. It's a whole weird circle. So I do all that, and then she take half when she find out that I can't spend no time with them and the family because I'm making money, which is why she married me in the first place. Let's end that story. Or you go to the regular story, whereas I work a regular job, 9 to 5, traditional marriage, and we're paying bills to live in a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, maybe 3 bedroom apartment or a townhouse in your local downtown. That's typically what the end goal for a woman and man is of 2026. I don't want none of that. So, as a man, I think that personally, a man should either just not marry at all and just do himself and die. 2, be a monk, basically live for God and do for himself and die. Or 3, only mate on your own law. Like whatever your law is, like say a man wanted 3 wives or 3 girlfriends. If they're with it, fuck it. That's where I'm at with it now because my mentality had realized that I don't think humanity cares about itself anymore. So it's kind of like for me personally, do what you want to do. I'm tired of trying to teach people the right direction, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to go in the wrong direction because I do believe God is true and we will be judged. We will be judged in the end. So I'm gonna do me, but I'm gonna stop trying to preach the word like, oh, do what you want to do. If you want to be gay, tranny, bisexual, do it. If you want to be straight, half straight on the girls' trips and then come back gay, do it. Like if you want to, it doesn't matter. I don't care about any of it anymore. But I still do believe that we should still want to, those that believe that the word is true and that, God's return, he's coming back for a reason to teach us about ourselves. Those that believe that story still preach on because those that still are seeking the light, but their voices are light. Their voices are a whisper. They still need to know that there are others that are stronger with hope. So we can shine the light for those that are still saying, is there light? Is there light? They're questioning it. They're in doubt. We can still do right. But for the others, do as you will. Because God will judge us all in the end. That's just how it's supposed to be. That's just how it's gonna be. Who would have thought that this would be life? When I was 6 years old, I would have never thought that this would be the future. If that was the case, I'd have been like, yo, can I please leave now? But we all have a story. God, can I please leave now? I would have left years ago. But you can't change God's story. This is my last piece to women and men. If you're a man, have some empathy. What would you do for yourself? What would you want her to do for you? If you could tell women what to do for you, what would you say? And if you're a woman, if you could tell a man or men society what to do for women, what would you say? And keep it short and simple. You know how that y'all be getting with the list. It be 30 lists long. And then when you're done with that, trade papers metaphorically or what's the word? You get what I'm saying? Trade papers in a philosophical way. Like trade mental papers. And see what each other says and see how you can compromise, the C word. And then that's how both parties can be happy. Because even marrying right now in 2026 is a farce. Because women, there's real women out here that are misandrous and feminists and just all type of weird shit, but they still want children and still want marriage. A delusional, uh just confused, like semi-hateful. It's just like it's a bunch of shit going on. And they don't even know. Because their natural instinct is to have children and to be married. But the system has taught them otherwise. They don't even know they don't even know what they be saying. But they still want it because the desire is within. So if I had it my way, I would never marry. Because this stuff is pointless. But I do know God is real and he wants us to continue the mission. And we have to find our divine counterpart. So we can't just, what I'm saying? We can't just end it all and give up. That's not the way. But I just wish that someone could blow the horn. What they say, blow the trumpet, and just be like, y'all motherfuckers is stupid. You know what I'm saying? And just like wake everyone, shake them, and wake them up. But you can't wake no one up. They gotta wake up themselves. People have to want to say, "Oh, 7 o'clock. I gotta." You ever had the alarm not wake you up, but something in your body wake you up right on time just to get to work on time? I done had the alarm never, like the dream, whatever dream it was so good. I missed the alarm and something in my body, my spirit woke me up, and I was like 6:50. That's how we should be in the flesh body, in the spirit. Something in our body should say, 2026. This should feel weird. That should be a natural response. Oh, no one's getting married. This is weird. You know what I'm saying? Perversion on this level, weird. Sodom and Gomorrah, weird. Hollywood, weird. Like, it's your brain should naturally go to that. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that we're not there, the fact that people could say LGBT, I think trannies. Does no one in their right mind think that this shit ain't weird? Clones, all this type of weird shit. This is not normal. Anyways, I done went on a tangent. If you believe in marriage still, try to make a way. Try to make a way and be a trailblazer at the new type of marriage that you want. Be the new creator. Be a co-creator. Define it. Don't let the European define it. What do you think should prenups even exist? Ask yourself these questions. What is marriage? If this has to be law by God, what do you want it to look like? Since you're free now, what do you want it to look like? Think free. Think beyond. Open your heart. What do you want him to do? If you still like men, for my women out there, if you still like women, for my men out there, if you're heterosexual, what do you want that new narrative to look like? That's how we need to be in the mind. Like we so passe with the thought process. We need to evolve it to the future. What do we want the world to look like if we're free? We're sovereign, right? So since we're free, make our own definition and then speak it to the other counterpart. It's that easy. We're making it more difficult. I can't wait till the day where this ends. This is so boring. I'm just trying to be out here get this money. But yeah, whether poor or wealthy, I would still do for a woman because I'm programmed that way. I'm actually waiting to get this money. Like the first thing I'm gonna do is just thank God. Like not even because of the money. Like, oh, it happened. Like this is the whole vision. It was real. First thing I'm gonna do is get something to eat, go to brunch, get something to eat, jump into the pool, jump into the good jacuzzi, jump into the ice bath. Water is just a thing for me. Once I get money, I'm jumping straight into the water. But I need to finish this art first. That is priority. That's my child. But I am grateful for ideas each and every day. Each and every day I get more experiences and more more creativity and more passion to tell a truer story. Like the way I'm gonna paint now, knowing what I know about the world and its creepiness and its beauty, my painting's about to be so crazy. I'm thankful. I'm thankful for it all because I appreciate it so much more just to tell a better story. My painting's about to be so on point. I'm thankful. I'm thankful.